Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you love my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, gonna revisit this stuff again. White punk fungus, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna put it in ash lye and see how that fixes it up, whether that fixes it up or not. Should be really cutting towards myself. End up doing myself a disservice. Now this has been drying out for weeks and weeks and weeks. It should be dry. Also, Andrew suggested that I do an experiment with this cotton wool balls. Now these are being left out, just left out. Now, the experiment is to see how moisture affects, atmospheric moisture affects ash lye treated stuff, and whether, like, I don't even char cloth. I keep it either in containers or in plastic bags so that it, to keep the moisture out of it as best as possible. I'm keeping these exposed to the air. Now this sits like this. This has been sitting like this. I put this in yesterday out, and I'm keeping it till the 17th of September. So that's a week of exposure to the house atmosphere. And it was raining yesterday. So if this takes a spark after a week of sitting out, not kept in bags or anything like that, we might be onto something. Now normally with this, that was cut off. You normally see the spore tubes are there, okay. You normally rip it top to bottom like that, and then dry sparks into it. Yeah, okay, we'll try that. It's got some fuzzies up there. Now I did clean the face up on my striker. I've got a little bench grinder downstairs. It's not real good, but I am going to take it over to the 72 and give it a clean up on a 240 grit belt. I normally only take them to 400, to 40 grit. But I'm going to put it on to 240 and give it a good clean. Obviously I kept it cool. Didn't want to bugger my best striker. Oh, I thought it was going to go then. It's all black. And that's got a heap of fuzzies. motion sick. Arm's getting sore. I have to go and bop these all again. It's got a bit of the cortex on it. It's not the best part. I'm going to have to, I think I've cut myself, yeah I have, from the flint. I am going to have to soak that stuff in. Flint caught me. Flint caught me. It's a bit sharp flint. I'm going to soak some of that in ash lye, and just see if that makes a difference, because it's just not taking a spark. It is frustrating. All I'm doing is burning the stones out. I just don't want to get blood all over them. Hopefully it's stopped. I think it is. It shouldn't be this hard. No, it just refuses to. I've blackened that. I'm going to call it. This stuff won't take a spark. It just will not take a spark. I have to pop them all again. I've popped them. I keep burning them out because they keep you can see I blackened that area there where the sparks have been burning it. I blackened there where the sparks have been hitting it. If it's going to go, it's going to go. I can get it to ember transfer. It will take a. It'll sit there in ember. With ember transfer, what I might do, I might soak that piece in ash lye and see how that goes. And see what happens. And we'll go from there, because this is not going to get any drier, and it is not going to change the like, it's not going to get any better. I don't know how I can get it any better, any drier than what it is now. That's the oldest piece and the driest piece I've had, and it just will not take a spark from flint and steel. So yeah, this will be interesting. Leaving it out unprotected, like not in bags or anything like that, and just see how it goes, because let's see how it goes today. That was, I did this one. This is that ash lye cotton wool balls. And Jason said had to fluff his up. Well, I was just doing it raw style. I didn't worry about fluffing it up or anything. Couple strokes. And away it goes. As soon as the spark lands on it, basically. Working like a champ. It's very good tinder. If it can take a spark after staying out, even overnight, I'll be won over. I'll be making a heap of it up, because if it can stay a week out unprotected and not be affected by, if you left char cloth out of a bag, just sitting out like that, I doubt you would get it to take a spark. It would be useless. It'd be unviable, non-viable, because it just wouldn't take a spark. I doubt if you left char cloth out overnight, wouldn't take a spark, because it'd just pick up moisture. Like char material is just no good. It just doesn't. We know for a fact that it loses potency over time. And that's why I like the likes of steel wool, because it just doesn't go off. I like my bulrush fluff, nitrated bulrush fluff, because it just doesn't go off. I've had it 6 months later. It's still not a problem. Yeah. This Ashley cotton wool balls in 12 pH seems to work really well. This it's really takes a spark within one or two strikes. I can get it to go, no dramas whatsoever. I am going to go and soak that one 36 hours and see if that improves it. Otherwise, the only thing I can use this stuff for is solar, maybe, because otherwise it just doesn't seem to be working. But anyway, wanted to show you that and talk about this stuff. Yeah, this stuff is working really well. I know I said I was a bit negative towards it, but I am starting to start thinking about it, and yeah, and particularly if it works after a week of sitting out. Even if it sits in a bag and you come back to it, if it's like bulrush fluff and doesn't go off, it's better than char cloth. So I can see the advantages of it like that. So yeah. Anyway, I'll report back in a week's time and see what happens. If it takes a spark, I'll be won over. I'll be using that. It'll be better than char cloth, that's for sure. And it's not that hard to make. The Ashley is pretty easy to make, and yeah, all you have to do is soak cotton balls in the 12 pH solution, and you get it reasonably. It seems to be working really well for me at the moment, so yeah. Anyway, one report on that, and I have. Yeah, I'll go and soak these now, because I poured the solution I made out. I only actually got two of my large mason jars. One's full and one's about half full. So yeah, I didn't have as much as it's got really nice colour. Both batches, or it was from the one batch, but yeah, both of them tested 12 pH. So I've got one full batch of 12 pH ash lye, so yeah, it doesn't matter which one I put it in. It'll and this stuff's, they're just big sponges, so it should soak up 12 pH ash lye. Not a drama at all. And I'm hoping it just acts like any of the other stuff. It'll just soak it up. I'll dry it out, and hopefully it'll take a spark. Anyway, thanks for watching.